Computer around. Good morning. Let's turn the computer around. There we go. We'll start sitting. What's today? 18th, 19th, something like that. Getting close to the end of the year. Have a seat. You can lean all the way back if you want, or you can sit up off the back side of the chair. Let's just take some breaths, like 3 of them. And again. One more time. Turn your head to the right. Slowly let your chin drop down. Come around to the other side. Up and center and turn the other way. And roll through your neck. Turn and roll. It's a little noisy in there. Turn and roll. Get my light on here. Two more. And one more time. Good. Nod your chin, hands on the knees. Roll about halfway down your shins and come back up. Good. Pull the hands up the legs, push down over the knees. Halfway down, come on up. Push and go over your knees. 2 more. One more time. Good. Let's just do a little bit of tapping on the legs. Look up. Feel free to go to the side of the hips. Go towards the back. Go down one leg. And down the other one. Good. Brush down your arm. Push kind of hard so you can kind of feel it. Little taps. And other side. Push. And tap. Good. Hands on the knees again. Bend the spine backwards towards the chair. And then pull it forward towards your knees. And backwards towards the chair. And forward. And back. 2 more. Take it back. One more time. Back. And forward. All right, let's pick up the weights. I'm using my little rounded 2-pounders there. I'm gonna hold them in my hands on the sides, and I'm gonna let them pull me over towards the floor. But I'm not gonna let this hip come up. So I'm just gonna pop this weight right here on this leg, just to remind me not to let that hip or leg come off the chair. So we'll go over this way. Nice stretch on the side of the body, take it over. Good. 3 more. One more time. And then we'll go to the other side. Place the weight on the leg, up by the hip, and go over this side. Just adding that little bit of extra weight in your hand makes a difference. Last 2. One more time. Good. Weight in both hands. We'll press back. We'll keep the spine still. So you'll sit up nice and straight. Just swing the arms front to back. Spine will stay tall. Push. So I just brought my legs a little bit closer together. One, to get them out of the way of my arms. And two, to just get them to be a little bit more involved with each other. And then as we go into this, we're going to start to bend that spine. So as you go forward, just like when we hit our hands on the knees, you're going to bend the spine backwards a little bit. And then when the arms go back, you're going to pull the spine forward and back and forward. So just adding in the spine movement to the exercise. Open chest. One more time. Stay in the back. Lift up as high as comfortable for you without shrugging your shoulders. And just do some little pushes up towards the ceiling here. I'm still bending my spine forward. And push and push and push for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arms come down. We're going to bend forward, lift the arms in front. Come back to sit. Bend forward, lift the arms in front. I'm going to exhale while I do this. Inhale. 2 more, exhale. 1 more time, exhale. And then lift to the side. Let's start here, pretty low. Just lift. We'll hold here. We'll twist the arms back and forth. 5 times. 3, 4, and 5. Bring the arms down. Let's float up a little bit higher. Think of your arms as being floaty, not being weighted down by the weights in your hands. So we'll go a little higher. Exhale. Wide across the back. 3, 4. One more time. We'll hold here and twist. 1. This is the hard part. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. And bring the arms down. Oh, yes, definitely feel that. Can we go up a little high? Maybe even past the shoulders. Again, you want to avoid doing that, right? You just want to float the arm bones up towards the ceiling. So we're going to lift a little higher. 2. Reach away to come up. 3, 4. One more time, we'll stay up and twist the arms for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bring the arms down. Bicep curls. Ten of these. Not super challenging because the weights aren't heavy. I'm trying not to overgrip with my hands, just letting the weights rest in my palms. Come halfway up, open, close. A little more shoulder. Rest the elbows against your body. For 4, 3. Stay here. Hold back. My spine's going to be still, all right? I'm not moving my spine. I'm just going to pull the elbows into the sides. Bring the hands backwards. Again, rotating the arm bones in the shoulder. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arms come in. Let's roll down, put the weights on the floor and grab the band. So you'll roll down, grab your band. We'll sit back against the back edge of the chair and we'll take the right leg out and in. Out and in. Out and in. And then we'll take the left leg out and in. So just working this knee joint here. Did you watch the soccer match yesterday? They're quite amazing athletes. Now we'll alternate one side then the other. Last time. Good, we'll keep the right leg up and you'll turn it in and out. So if I have my hand up here on my thigh, I can feel the bone twisting. Back and forth. One more, bring it down, other side, twist. Two more. And 5 and down. Let's take the band over the right foot. Or under the right foot, depending on how you look at it. I'm going to use this to help me lift my leg up and down. So I'm going to make it a little bit tight. Lower the leg, lift the leg. Once I have the leg up here, I'm going to pull the elbows back, forward, leg down. Pull. Pull. 2 more. Pull. Hold the leg up, pull the elbows back, keep them narrow, right? They're not up here, keep them narrow. 10 of these. Sorry. Still have a little bit of a cough. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold here, move your ankle. So I'm pulling pretty good here. Gives me a lot of motion in my ankle. I have to do a little bit of work to push and get a lot of assistance on the flex. Now add some circles just under your foot and your ankle. Reverse them. One more. Good, leg down. Take the strap off. Lay it on your legs. Step out, out, in, in. I'm sitting up away from the back of the chair now. Out, out, in, in. Touch, touch. A little more floor there. Out, in, in. Good. Can you do both? If you can't, stick with the singles. So both out, both in. You have to lift your legs up a little bit, or you can just slide your legs on the chair. That works too. But see if you can't lift your legs just a little bit. You might need to lean back. Get those tummy muscles to lift the legs up for 4, 3, 1 more. Yes, and in. Good. Change legs for the lift and lower. So we're going to go up, pull, extend, down, up. Never enough rows, right? This is a row which helps build up those back muscles. The ones that help you stand up straight, keep you from slunching over. Right between the shoulder blades. 3, 2, one more time. And up. So instead of doing those short pulls with the elbows bent, we're going to go into a longer arm and we're going to pull backwards this way. Okay, I'm going to lean back, pull back. A little more targeted right in the back of the shoulder blade and in the armpit. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. I'm going to grab this, make it a little tighter so I can flex my foot. Oh, it feels so good. Point, flex. Move your ankle. Circles. Reverse. Good. Both feet down. We're going to both legs now. I like to move forward a little bit when I do both legs so that I have the space behind my back here. I'm not right up against the back of the chair. Can you lift? I'm going to give my feet some space in between each other. Pull back, push out. Right leg's doing more work today than the left. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Feet on the floor. Back to bicep curls. So you're going to bend your elbows. Five, 6, 7, 9, 10. Good. Okay. We're going to lean back again. Legs are going to come up. This time your feet are going to point outwards slightly. So your toes will point out. Okay. Lean back, lift your legs. Point the baby toe out a little bit. Okay. Pull back, make it as tight as you want, push away. One more time, and then point the heels out. Just working in different areas of the hip. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. All right. Slide this over so it's underneath just your right foot. Okay. Your right foot's going to hold the strap on the floor. We're going to hold the other end with our hand. This is what we're going to be doing, is this. If you prefer to do it with the weight, you can. So the arm is here. And give yourself as much band as you want to start. You can always make it shorter. Okay, so make it longer first, shorten it up if it's not doing anything for you. So I'm going to come up and over. Lift, then bend. Three more. One more time. Up and down. Good. Okay. Pick your weight up. So now we'll go up and around. It'll be like this. Come in front of you. You'll bend over a little bit, and then you'll reach away. So here we go. We're going to go up. You'll come forward a little. Reach away. We can do it with the band, but the band tends to hit you in the face. So bend your elbow if you have any pain in your shoulder, or just put the weight down and do it without the weight. One more time. Other way. Come in front, lift up. A lot of muscles working in the trunk here. One more time. Woo. And down. So good. Okay, put this on the floor. Transfer this to the other side. Find the end. Okay, the ends. My band's not very long, and this one's a little heavy duty, so I have to really hold the end here. Come up and over. Finding that side stretch against the resistance. Oh. Two more. One more time. Over and down. Good. Add in a weight. Here's your movement. Up, twist slightly, come in front of you. This time you're going to be able to go away from this side, right? And then we'll reverse it, moving away, coming across and around. Add the weight if you like. Up, twist, reach away. We have one more and then we'll change. Reverse the direction. Up and reach. 2, 3, 4. Last one. And 5. Drop that. Good. Bring this behind you. Just leave it on your chair back here. So we're going to do some standing and sitting. Yeah. So decide how many of these you want to do. If you want to do any of them, if you don't want to do any of them, you can always just do the single leg kicks that we did in the beginning. Okay. So to start, we'll stand all the way up and then we'll sit all the way back down again. So you're going to hinge at your hip. Do whatever you want with your arms. Lean into your legs, stand up, lean back into your hips and sit down. Stand, goodbye head. Back and stand and straighten out and sit down. Yep, do it again. Stand and straighten. Still lost my head. Stand and straighten. Keep going till I get this worked out. Need a cameraman. Stand and straighten one more time. Stay seated. I need a cameraman. Cross your arms. Okay, we're gonna do a little hover. Feel free to put your hands on your legs if you need to. Get my weights out of my way so they don't, no chance of them tripping me up, right? So we'll stand and hover, staying in this position and then sit back down. So I'm still hinging at the hip. This takes the whole upper body weight forward, which helps me come up to my feet, right? And down instead of trying to go straight up that way, right? So hinge, hold, sit. Hinge and hold, push your heels into the floor and sit. Forward, hold. I'm going to change the hands. I'm going to go here. You don't have to. Hinge and hold. 2 more. One more time. Up, down. Okay. We're going to go all the way up and come to the top of the chair and stand up again. Okay. Hands here to start. Hands can go here if you're comfortable. Okay. So we'll go all the way to stand and then we'll stay here. Then we'll go back up again. Up Stay just above the edge of the chair. Up. Almost sit down. You can sit down if you want to. Pick any of the options we've been doing. 3 more. 2, 1, sit all the way down. All right, so your band should be back behind you, maybe. If it's not, put it behind your back, okay? Get your hair out of the way because it'll pull it. I'm gonna sit way at the front edge of the chair this time. So I can actually walk my legs out a little bit. I'm going to use the leverage of my feet to help me with this exercise. So I'm just going to put it right up against the back of the shoulder blades there. I mean the rib cage there. And I'm going to make this pretty tight and I'm going to start to pull my arms forward, but nothing is going to move in my torso. So that's going to stay still. Forward. Four more. 4, 3. One more time. So now we'll start to let the band pull the chest. Remember before we were pulling the spine through the arms and then bending backwards as the arms went. Here, I'll turn sideways if you can see it. So when I pull the band, it's going to pull my ribs forward. And then I need to relax the arms and push back into the band. Pull my ribs forward. So we have a little bit of an extension happening. Base of the rib cage. Pull the band will pull your ribs out in front of you. Kind of like an exhale there, inhale here. Exhale. 2 more. One more time. Pull the ribs. Good. Cross this. I think we did this last week, didn't we? This thing. Just tug this, cross it, and tug it. Okay. Breathe in. Easy, not too deep. And then exhale. On the exhale, I want you to pull this so you can feel how the rib cage gets smaller because the lungs are getting smaller. They're deflating, right? So breathe in. And then exhale all the way. Relax, inhale. So I'm just going to use the strap to make sure I have all the air out of my body. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. Take your time. A lot of breathing. One more time. Exhale, empty out the lungs. Good. So that was a wide breathing. We're breathing out into the sides of the body. Leave this here for a second. Take a moment. If you feel dizzy, just take a moment. Twist to your right. Twist to your left. Rotate right. Rotate left. One more each way, right? And left. Good. So now we're going to kind of simulate how the diaphragm works in your body. So the diaphragm pulls down the front of the spine on the inside to pull the lungs down to fill them up. And sometimes people get very stuck up here, right in their collarbone. So just hold the band here, right against your chest. And then hold your other hand here at the belly. So think about, instead of breathing wide, which is what we just did, breathing down the band. Okay, so get past this top hand and come down into this bottom hand. So we'll pull down instead of out, side to side. So now I want you to just pull the band down. So your breath will follow that hand movement. Pull down through your band. And then exhale. So that's what your lungs do. They pull down, they flow with air, and they exhale and they rebound. Inhale, pull down. Exhale. I mean, that's what your diaphragm does. Diaphragm pulls the lungs. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Get past this top hand. One more time. Good. So especially with these illnesses that we're getting, right? The RSV, COVID that affect the lungs, good to make them work a little bit, right? Okay, I'm going back to my weights. We're gonna do a little tricep work. So I'm gonna bend over, get those. Bend the elbows. We're going to turn the hands backwards. Go. So drop the arms, turn the hands backwards, turn them forward, bend the elbows. Down, rotate your arms, rotate back. Two more. Down, rotate. Down, rotate. Good. So now you'll pull your elbows back, right? So you pull your elbows back, you come back, you twist, you turn, and you come in, okay? So again, this is one of those ones where you might want to shrug your shoulders. Try not to do that. Just pull your elbow back behind you, extend, twist, turn, come in. The key is trying to keep the elbow up. That's the key. I'm also going to lean forward a little bit. So in my body, I'm going to lean forward, elbows lifted, extend, rotate, bend, extend, twist. Twist. Working those tricep muscles, the ones that are underneath the upper arm bone. Last two, extend. One more time, back, twist, turn, and in. Good. So back here, right? Right in here. All right, let's do it with the band. So we'll do a different way to do it. Okay. I'm going to give you two different options because one of them is like this, where your arm is over your head. The other one will be down here like this, like what we just did. So if you have some shoulder stuff happening, so I'm just going to put the band on my knee. I'm going to hold it here. I'm going to take my elbow back and I have to pull the band backwards. Your other option is you hold the band over your head. So I just take it behind my back, hold it down here. That's all. And then I just reach my arm up. So I'm just holding the band back here and straightening the elbow. And you don't want to go forward with it. You want to go up with it. So pick either one of those options. I'm going to do the other option on my other arm, the first one, for 4. 3, this one's a little bit more effective. 2 and 1. We're going to go little pulses here. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 10, and down. Woo! Okay, I'm going with the other option on this side. So you just change hands back there. That's all you do. Just change hands, just take it over to the other side, okay? I'm going with the other one. Everybody on board with this? Okay. Pull back. This is option one, pull back. Very similar to what we did with the weights. Leaning forward a little bit, it makes it a little bit easier to focus. This is 8, 9, 10, and then we'll do little pulses. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 10, and down. Whee! Band behind you. Hover, sit, hover, sit. Okay? Hands on knees, hands on chest. If you're not into doing the standing and sitting, do this. All right? Hover, sit. If you need your hands, use your hands. Hover, sit. You do you. Try to use your heels. More heel than toes. 3 and 2. Last one. Up and down. Good. Walk your feet away. Lift your toes off the floor. Flex your ankles. Pull your heels back towards the chair, lift your heels, up and down. Straight up, straight down. 3, 4, 5. Turn the heels towards each other. The toes didn't move. I just pivoted my heels inwards. Lift. One more. Pivot the heels out. Lift. That means the knees will go in. 2, 3. Little work in the ankles, lower calves. 4, 5. Heels down, back to parallel. I want you to take your toes. So you have an arch here, maybe. Some people have completely flat right here. It doesn't mean the arch isn't in there. It's just it's just the way people are. And I want you to see if you can grab the floor with your toes, trying to kind of pull it back and see if you can get that arch to respond to that movement with your toes. So you might feel it lift up a little bit into an arch, which is why it's called an arch, because that's the way it's shaped. Pull. And I use more big toe than little, because I'm trying to get the inside edge of the arch to lift. Pretty subtle. Pull. 2 more. Maybe we'll pull the band with our feet. One more time. And in. Good. Take the band. Bring your legs together. This is important. This part to start. Okay. Put it on top of your legs. Go underneath. Cross it. Come back up to the top. Okay. As long as you start with your legs together, it'll be effective. Okay. So now I'm going to walk my legs open a little bit. So I can already feel the band against my thighs. I don't have to tug on this. I just have to hold it. Lift and lower. One more time. Heels stay down, toes come up. 2, 3, 4, one more. 5, plant your feet, push away. 10 of these. 6. So my ankles are rolling, my feet aren't. 10. Pivot so the heels are together. Lift the heels up. Knees will be out slightly. Lift the toes up. 1. It's going to be harder. 2, 3, not as much movement. 4 and 5. Lift the heels, press out. 2. I don't care if your heels separate. 5, 6. I feel these. 7, 8, 9, 10. Heels down. Pivot your feet the other way. Okay, lift. Toes up. Barely. 3, 4, 5. Knees are close to each other. Heels lift. Here we go. Out. Toes are still pointed in. 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 10, and down. Walk your feet and unwrap your legs. Good. Okay, we're going to stand up. You're going to need a weight. You're going to need your chair. So we'll stand up. Start on this side. Do a couple variations of this. You can always use the back of your chair for the exercise. Bend over. Hands on top. Or hands on side. Okay? Doesn't matter. Whatever makes your wrist more comfortable. Okay? So we're going to take the right leg. You're going to lift it up, bring it down. Left leg. Lift it up, bring it down. So you want to motivate the leg from the butt cheek. Okay? Lift. You can always stand at the back of the chair to do this. Good. Now round your spine. Bend it the other way. Round it this way. Bend it the other way. One more time, round it. Lean back towards your heels, stand up. Okay, go to the other side. Now we're at the back of the chair. You can always be at the back of the chair. Hello. So I'm going to lean over a little bit. My elbows are bent. This activates the back of my triceps. I'm going to lean over and I'm going to push up. So my legs, my hip is going to stay right on top of my feet. Bend, press. Bend and press. So again, back of the arms, down and up. 3, 2, and 1, and stand. Walk towards the chair, put your hips up against the back. Sorry, I'm not understanding my framing today. There it is. Hips back against the chair. Put your flat hands on the front of the chair. Push the chair into your hips. This will help you open up your back. You can glance up if you don't have any dizziness, and then drop your head and start to roll down the front of the chair. I don't care how far down you go, doesn't matter. Come back up. Let the hips press against the chair. Pull the shoulders back. Open up the upper back. Exhale, drop your chin, roll down. My hips will come away a little bit. One more time, back against the chair, open up and roll down. Little spine stretch forward. Grab a weight. We're still at the up top of the chair in the back, okay? We're gonna do a little thread the needle. So basically that's this exercise, but we're gonna do it with a weight. If you don't wanna do it with the weight, put the weight down. So I'm gonna back up a little bit. I'm gonna bend my back elbow. I'm gonna bring the weight underneath me, twist, pull my elbow out, and then extend. Go under, twist. That's an option. If you don't want to extend your arm, you can keep your elbow bent. That'll allow you to twist backwards. Go underneath, rotate. This back arm stays bent, under, rotate. 3, feet are flat. 2, 1 more. Woo, walk in, put that down. Hands on the back. Actually, let's do this. Okay. This. So now we have something to pull when we're opening up the back. So I'm going to just put it against the front of the chair. I'm going to make it pretty short, so more triceps, more back of the arms. Pull, open your chest. Roll down. Roll back up. Put your hands on the chair if you need that assistance. Pull. Ooh, the liabilities are flying today. Come back up. Pull. And open your chest. And roll down. Rolling back up. I'm just going to turn my chair. No band. Wait. So I'm doing the other side because I turned around. You don't have to turn around. You just do the other side. Bend the elbow. So that's how I judge my distance, right? By bending my elbow. So I'm not back here, right? I'm not that far away. I just bend my elbow. That takes me towards the chair. Come across, underneath, pull back. Come across. You can extend the arm if you want. Let's do 2 more. One more time. Cross and open. Woo. All right, we're going back to this side of the chair. This side. You don't have to. Okay, you can stay on the top side. We are going to do some tricep push-ups over there, okay, which are like this, right? You can do them here. You can do them here. So if you want something that doesn't move, go to the wall. This can tip, right? If you push down on it too hard, it'll tip. So if you do want to do it from standing up here, please go to a wall instead, because I don't want this to tip over, okay? From that side, it's not going to tip because your body weight is on top of the chair. Okay. All right. Hands on top. If you put your hands on the side, it's going to be a different exercise. So try to get your hands flat on the top in the middle. Balance out the weight of your body on the top of the chair. From here, you're going to lift up your tummy. You're going to start to bend your elbows and push up. Notice how my elbows stay in. They stay in right next to me. Lower down, push up. Lower down. Your whole chest goes with you. You might feel a stretch in your legs. One more time. Lower and lift. Yes. Straight arms. Leg up. Oh, hello. Watch what you kick. Lift. And lift. If you're on the wall, you can totally do this. Lift. Okay, your leg won't come up so high, but you can totally do it from the wall. Lift. 2 more. Good. Round. So pull up your belly, come up to stand. Yes. Arms up, inhale. Exhale, arms out. Arms are very floaty right now. Super floaty. Up and down. Okay. Here comes the liability part. Okay. We're going to walk ourselves through this. Okay. So one step at a time, please. Everybody's hands okay? You can use the wall. Hands on top. Bend over. Step one leg back. Keep your toe down. Okay, toe on the floor. Bend this leg a little bit, this back one. Start to shift your weight to that back hand. Twist. Side plank, basically. Come back down. Step your foot in. Okay, so if I was doing it against the wall, I would step my foot back and I would twist. Step back in. Yes? Yes? High five. Let's go other side. Same leg, same arm. Step back, bend the leg. Put weight on this hand, twist. Come back down, step in, round up. One more on each side, okay? Roll down, both hands on top. Step back, bend the knee, twist, come back down, come back in, round up. Last time. Step away, rotate, come back in, feet together, and come up. Good. Stay standing, please. Everybody, if you're at the wall, come back from the wall. We're just going to do some nice big arm lifts up over the head. Use your chair for balance if you need it. Turn this around. So we're going to come all the way up and over, just like we did when we were sitting, where the arm came up, we ran around in front of us. Okay. So use the chair for balance. Open your legs up a little bit. I want you to reach up as high as you can, twist, come forward. I'm bending, lift. You can do this without the weight, twist. We're going to do 3. Now you're going to reach in front of you and then come up. You can look backwards a little bit, come in front of you, lift. One more. Not so cold anymore, right? And circle. Good. Other side. Get taller. Legs open. Reach up as high as you can. The whole side of your body is reaching, not just your arm. Up, twist a little, come down. Open. Up. One more this way. Up and over. Now go the other way. Reach. Look back a little if you want. Always hang on, especially if you're looking backwards. One more time. Up. Twist and down. Good. Hands on the top of the back of the chair. Walk away a little bit. Bend your spine. Open your spine. I'm going to keep my arms straight. So I have to push away. Don't let the chair move. Lift your chest. One more time. Push away. And lift your chest. Good. Come up to standing. Shake it out. Thank you for joining me today. We will have class next week on a Monday. Okay. See you soon.